Can you say hi to everybody? You say hi? Well, assuming that we will not be closed tomorrow morning, which, based on the way things look outside tonight, it's not looking so good, but we will be sure to let you guys know. But I wanted to touch base with you guys about the workout tomorrow. It's kind of one of those things that, like, if I told you not to think about an elephant, you'd probably be thinking about an elephant right now. But it's kind of what I was thinking when we wrote the workout for tomorrow. Let me get down on the ground. Yeah. If you guys look at it, there's 2 rounds for time. And you guys are going to take a 5-minute break in between each of the 2 rounds. And we want you guys to be able to use a weight that would allow you to be able to do the barbell movements unbroken on round 1. And we want to challenge you to try and go unbroken on round 1. We also want you to pick a pace on the rower and the ski erg that's going to challenge you a little bit. We want you guys to try to do round 1 unbroken the whole way through. Push the pace, and then you're going to rest 5 minutes and then repeat. But what we want you to try to do is pay attention to your paces on round 1, and we want you to go about 5 seconds slower, maybe more, but at least 5 seconds slower, both on the rower and the ski erg. And then we want you guys to specifically break up the barbell movements to 6-5-4 on round 2. And kind of the idea for this, as Gemma climbs around, the idea for this is we want you guys to get an idea in your head of how breaking, like intentionally breaking movements, might yield a better score on specific workouts. And since we have the Open coming up starting next week, we're trying to kind of drive home the point that just going unbroken on movements may not be the best plan. And sometimes moving a little bit slower on a rower or a ski erg can actually end up yielding a faster time in the end. So that's kind of the takeaway that I wanted to share with you guys tonight. On the workout, round 1, we want you to try to go pretty hard, and if possible, go unbroken on the barbell movements. Then you're going to rest 5 minutes, and you're going to start on the next whole minute. So obviously the math is nice and easy for determining your time for round 2. But then we want you to intentionally row and ski at least 5 seconds slower based off your pace. So like on the row and the ski, it's going to show you your 500-meter pace. Obviously, we're not rowing for meters, we're rowing for calories, but it'll show you your pace. So make sure you have that display set on the rower and the ski erg that not only shows you your calories per hour, but also shows you your 500-meter pace. We want you to try to go about 5 seconds slower minimum on round 2. And then we want you to strategically break your barbell movements into 6-5-4. And then we're going to compare your time on round 1 to your time on round 2 and see if we were able to do any better. We might not. That's kind of why we went with a 5-minute rest in between rounds instead of our typical 2 or 3 minute rest between rounds, because we want you to start round 2 feeling pretty recovered. And if you push the pace pretty hard on round 1, it's going to take a little bit of time to get recovered. So challenge yourself tomorrow with this workout and see if it's beneficial to maybe go a little bit slower than what you had initially anticipated, and see if you score better by intentionally breaking up your reps. Have fun.